All right, follow-up to this Tablo device, over-the-air DVR recorder. I said I'd break it down after I learned it more, and I am. And I'm going to talk about what you need to use with it, to get with it, how to use it, tricks, et cetera, et cetera. So back to what it was, I'll let you just look at the box real fast. It's a TV, DVR, Wi-Fi. It runs off it says Wi-Fi, but you got to use your router. But then it streams it to the Wi-Fi. And right now I have the 4-turner, which means I can record 4 shows at once. Now your different models, there's pretty much 3 different models. I got this from their website. Tablo Dual, which means you can record 2 shows at once. Tablo Quad, you can record 4 shows at once. Or Tablo Dual, but it has a 64 gigabyte memory inside of it. Now the difference between this one and these two is those two can take an external or internal hard drive. Whatever you want to put in, pretty much is what you can use. It just has to be a 3.0 update of some sort. Couldn't tell you, but you'll figure it out when you look at them. Now, after doing research with them and the hard drives, I would go away from the internal hard drive. It's supposed to be, gets really hot inside the device. And if you have a hard drive inside of it, that's a lot of heat, and I'd hate for it to go down because it burned up. Or, maybe erased or deleted, or it scrambled your hard drive. So it'd be better just to buy an external hard drive, plug it into your device, your Tablo device, and your problem will be solved. Now, for these two here, I'll pull one up for you. You have it's from Amazon, the Tablo Dual Light DVR. It runs as 110 bucks. Same, they have them there, or they have them at Best Buy. And I was talking to Dad, and right now Amazon's out of them on the Quad, but on Best Buy, you got the Tablo, the Quad one, see OTA, over there, DVR, and it's 199 bucks. Same price as Amazon when Amazon gets it. So for $81 difference, give or take, you're gonna be able to record 4 shows instead of 2. But if you want to save 100 bucks and you don't record that much, then get the Dual. But I would have to say that's probably your best deal. Now, antennas, it needs an antenna to run into it. And there's different types of antennas. And pull up my sheets. There's 3 different types of antennas. You have Omni, I'm going to say it wrong, OMNI, your semi-directional, and your directional antenna. So basically, the breakdown of the antennas, that one there, is pretty much like this. See, that yellow is your antenna, and the red that's the whole thing. It's just searching for something, for all your little towers in different spots. The semi-directional is pretty much like that. Yellow is your antenna, and the red is your search. So it's just doing a little beam. Your directional antenna, again, but this time, if you look, it spreads out. It doesn't do a straight beam, but it spreads out. So you got a 20-degree difference. So that might be the one you'd want, but all depends of what area you're at. There's another good example for you. Here's that first one. If you look, say if you're close, like say if you're in the city, or if you're near most antenna places that, that's holding the shows, they're usually in clusters. So if you're close to one and you can buy that small one, imagine you just having a lot of power in a straight line. If you can catch them all, that means more power to you, because all that power is going straight out. It's going to bounce back at you. And you're going to catch a lot more. Now, say you live out in the country and they're spaced out 20, 20 some miles apart, give or take. Well, then that's when you want to do the 20. Because see, it only goes so much and you'll get those towers. Yes, you'll lose a little bit, but you're getting what you need. Or if you're out of nowhere and antennas, the base plants are scattered all around you, then I guess your only mainly choice is the one that shoots all the way around. Now you'll get them, but your strength is a lot less because all your strength is being divided to going all the way around your place. Now the antenna that I picked up, I got you an HSN. It's called the Antop AT800 SBS. It's 85 mile range, and where I'm sitting probably 50 miles, give or take, from Austin and San Antonio, 45 minutes, give or take. So I don't need that 360 because it'd be underpower, and that directional or the one that shoots a straight beam wouldn't be for me, but this one here is my best bet. Now, again, if you put your antenna outside, you're going to have more power. You do it inside, of course, you're going to lose power. Now, if you got a still building, you can forget about it. But remember, all these waves, if they go through multiple walls, you're going to lose power. In fact, right now, I have mine inside. I'll show you. Everything's a wreck right now, but I'm just trying to figure out how I'm working. Mine's inside. I could pick up 33 channels. When I stuck it outside, I was picking up 56 channels. In fact, I was picking up San Antonio and I was picking up Austin channels. Now, the best place I found to get this antenna, if you want to go this way, is HSN, the Home Shopping Network. And in fact, if you're a new customer and you never signed up the website, well, once you say it will say sign up, and then this should pop up 20% off your first order. Use code HSN 2020. And I'll show you my bill when I did it. It was $80, got a discount of 20, then of course $6 in taxes, so it came up to $86. So hey, save $20. And like I said, if you don't like it, you can return it and get your money back. And same thing with, if you don't want to go this way, same thing, just go buy it on Amazon. Better than Walmart as return-wise, as a quicker service. You can buy an antenna, you get it home, you don't like it, you ain't getting many channels, send it back. You take it to a UPS drop-off store or one of these Amazon hub lockers. You get your money back immediately and go ahead and buy another one. If that don't work, buy another one. Find one that works for you to get the most channels. You have to bear a mirror. Okay, antennas. Now hard drives. Like so, everything's just getting ready because you need these parts. You need a hard drive, you need an antenna, you need this device. Now the two hard drives I've come to find out that are the best of the best is made by WD and Seagate. Now, if you look, it says USB 3.0. That's the current software or USB device you want. It's the fastest one on the market. So that's the way you want to go. If you wait down the road and eventually upgrade USB powers, then you want to go upgrade it, How much terabytes do you need? Well, I read online they say try to get 2 terabytes at least. I went with 4 and they said that's way plenty. And people, I record a lot, so we'll see. But they said 4 is plenty, and they said 2 is plenty. So you know what? 2, 4 is not that much difference. And here's the 2 that I've settled down with. Was a WD 4 terabyte Element desktop hard drive. And I said $80. Like I said, if you get the 2 terabytes, well, 3 terabytes, I don't have the prices on that. But I like these because, these bigger ones, they have a power source to it as well. So I guess they run more efficient. But what I was reading more about, and this is the one I went with the Seagate Backup Plus Hub. That's about a few bucks more. But what I read, it's a little bit more, it runs a little bit more smoothly. I heard there's a little bit less problems with it. So I went with that one. And like I said, I'll show you all this in a second. Okay, so we talked about the different boxes. We talked about the antennas. We talked about hard drive. So basically now you're pretty much set. Now you got to plug everything up and go with it. Okay, so let me show you this one. It's in the back of the box, front, back. I'm just going to show you basically how the setup is, and I'll show you how it is, okay? So basically, there's your Tablo, okay? You have your hard drive. It runs into your Tablo. You have your antenna. It runs in your hard drive. Or, sorry. Your antenna runs into your Tablo. Now, the only thing you need to do, and if you cannot do this and do not buy Tablo, is your router. Where's the router? Here we go. My router. It has to be wired to the Tablo. That is a requirement. There's no ifs, buts, or anything about it. It has to be hard drive or hardwired to the Tablo. The reason why, because it's with this device, if you notice now, you can now, if you see this, once that is in here, now you wonder, well, how do I get in every TV? Well, you only need one TV for your house. This thing now streams your shows, your movies, whatever you got over the air, streams it to your TV, smartphone, tablet, or streaming devices, media devices, okay? And it does. How many you have in your house? It streams it. Now, there's a different way you can do it, but that's for a description, is say if you go out of town and you have a tablet with you, or you bring your Roku. Now it will, if you have the description, like I said, I'll talk about that later more, but if you have the description, now you can watch your shows from your tablet, from your Tablo, from home. So that's kind of a neat feature, but if you don't go nowhere, you got to worry about it. But like I said again, you know, antenna, hard drive goes to your Tablo. Tablo connects to your router. Then your neck bone connects to your chicken bone. And like I said, then your router Wi-Fi's it throughout your whole house. And so far, it's running pretty good so far. Now let me just show you this, and I'll go back to this box. And yes, it's going to be messy here because I was just trying to get everything set up, okay? Just to play with it, see how it works, and kind of find out. I'm putting my antenna outside, which means I got to rerun all the wires. See if I can make this smaller. Right now, like I said, you can run it. However, I have it run right now on my Roku. And oh yeah, Roku, Fire Sticks, you can run them on both. But kind of find out, it's easier. Well, I think it runs smoother on the Roku. See, I turn the Roku on. And you got to download Tablo. See, it's kind of funny. It says Tablo, but there's an imaginary invisible W behind that, Tablo. Okay. So let me get back to the device. This is your device, okay? Like I said, you have your antenna, hard drive, Ethernet wire, power cord, okay? Now back to the antenna. My antenna. Oh, there's that antenna I was telling you about. Like I said, it's not bad. You know, it's kind of big. I'd like to keep it inside, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna put it outside because I like to have those extra channels. But like I said, that antenna runs to the box. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll show you this. Your antenna runs to this device, which of course you need another power device. And it's a power booster for the Antop, okay? It goes in here, and then that runs to your box. This is that hard drive I was telling you about. And again, of course, power supply, then that one runs to your box, okay? And my box runs to my router, okay? And that's it. Like I said, I can keep those at least 2 pieces, 3 pieces in a completely different room than I have on the TV, okay? And let me show you back in the box just one more time since you saw it. Remember, my antenna runs to the Tablo. My hard drive runs to my Tablo. My router, Ethernet wire, runs to the Tablo. Once those are in pieces, your Tablo Wi-Fi's it to your smartphone tablet, computer, or if you have a smart TV and you can use a Tablo app or streaming media devices. And I heard you can put on even Xbox and PlayStation too. Okay, now to get it, I think we're done with this. Just let me just double check. Elements, boom, boom. No. I need one more page off of there, but do I need more pictures? Okay. I do need that, sorry. Now the Tablo. I'm gonna load this up real fast. Now once you turn on, I sure hope those, this is what you started with. And I already named mine already. Let me just, okay, but that's it right there. I can rescan, add Wi-Fi, edit Wi-Fi, and connect. So we're gonna go on here real fast. We're gonna go to that, boop. I do that. Well, in fact, that's my router too, because I got a couple of liberal neighbors. I know it irritates when it comes up. But, you know, I don't do it on purpose. I just do it with love. Okay, you got your, what is called your live TV, your recordings, prime time, TV shows, movies, sports, and schedule. And I've been using DirecTV forever, longer than I can even remember. And you know what? I'm tired of, when they got bought out by AT&T, customer service went to hell. They don't care about their customers no more. So the heck with them. Now back to this. Okay, my device. Basically, here's your controller for, at least for your Roku. Okay, you basically only use these buttons here: up, down, left, right, and OK, and your back button. And that's the rest of these. You don't use any of them. So I'm gonna go to click it, and then basically it's telling you. I'm gonna change hands here. Okay, when you buy this brand new, you get a subscription. You get 28 free days of their subscription, which we'll talk about later. And I wouldn't manage it. And then there's my storage. Now here's something I learned, which I should have figured out before I did. It was when I plugged in my hard drive. I went ahead and got onto the guide and started adding shows. And all right, I'm ready for it to record. And I can look like, where the heck's all my shows? Kind of find out. You got to go to this first, and where it says 3.9 terabyte available on hard drive, that wasn't there. You got to click it, and it'll say format your hard drive, and then it'll say, you click yes, and it'll, you know, are you sure everything will be deleted? And you click yes, and it'll format within a couple of seconds, and pop, that'll be up right there. Then you're ready to rock and roll. Okay. Go scroll down. You got general, recording quality, live TV, surround sound, fast live TV startup, commercial skip detection. Oh, that's cool. You don't even got to do it yourself. See, I'm learning here myself. Let's just go through this real fast. LED off, LED on. Recording quality. Remember, your recording quality, okay? I can record a program off the SD. It's only going to take 2 megabytes. Maybe per hour, I don't know, or 30 minutes. I'd have to say per hour, maybe. I'm just going to do the, oh, I'm sorry, duh, now you're being dumb, Jeff. Okay, you see I have 5 megabytes. That's your internet speed, duh. So if you have a really slow internet speed, or you're sharing with everybody, but see, that's another good thing about this thing runs straight to your router, that it doesn't divide that speed up. Now, once it goes out through Wi-Fi, then your internet speed gets divided up. But right now, when it's running the Tablo to you straight to your router, you're getting what you're paying for in internet speed. So if you're running 100 megabytes of internet speed through your internet company, and that's what's going to have. It's going to have 100 megabytes of speed. So these are the recording speeds pretty much. So if you want to record an HD 720, it's going to use 5 megabytes of, okay? HD is going to use 10 megabytes, and that's at 720 at 60 FPS, which means it's going to run good. And look, I'm out in the country right now. We have a top internet megabyte speed of 5 point something. But mine does channels good. It records them and I can watch live. So I'm doing pretty good here. Okay. Live, that's where I was getting messed up at. Live TV, exact same thing for your speeds. Okay, you can record shows at a different quality, or you can record shows, live shows, or at different qualities. Surround sound. Well, I don't have mine off, but you can turn it on or turn it off. Fast TV that says here. I'm just reading that with you here. Speeds up the time to begin playing live TV. Really? I wonder if that means more internet speed. It says here, turn off fast TV lineup if you're having buffering issues. Well, since I got 5, we're going to leave it as commercial skip detection. Of course, we're going to leave that on. Now, scheduling. We'll get into more on that later, because you can... This right here, your scheduling will be just for your general base, okay? Whatever shows you have, this will always be on this. Unless you change it individually, which will show you. Extended live recordings, that would be good, especially on Sunday nights when you got football and it runs over in half an hour, and if you have a show recorded right after that show, you're gonna miss it because you're football. So extended live coverage, that could be it. Your guide. And you put your location. Well, in fact, it did location by itself. Channel lineup says I got 29, okay? Which I don't. I have 33 channels right now, and we'll talk about that in a second. Firmware for mine was up to date when I got it, and I'm running it off of a Roku. Now, I was going to show you this on the app, but let's just show you on this real fast. Okay. I can do this with my app as well, or do it here. So when I turned this on, originally, I scanned my TV. I had all my shows. I was doing it through the actual TV itself. Then I switched over to this. And out of my 33 channels, I was missing 7 of them on the TV guide itself. And I couldn't figure out why. And kind of find out, well, then I had to update the lineup. But if you look, some reason, some shows don't have check marks. There's 5 shows right there that has check marks. So I got to click that. Click that Me TV. Oh, this is what's also great about this. The mystery check. You see these 2 right here? 17.1 and 17. Well, you know what? Let's just click it. We'll just show you. Now, if I update it, I gotta pause it. All right. Now it says I have 35 channels. All right, well, look at the channel. Look. Now, when I go to my guide, I'll have all 36 channels. But this is what's neat about this over-the-air thing. Okay. You know what? I'm the whitest person you're ever going to meet. Whitest of the whitest, okay? And I don't need Telemundo or any Spanish channels going on my guide. Ain't no offense. I ain't speak the language. So what I could do now is, see that right there? I mean, you click the OK button. Watch screen, 17.1. 17.1 is gone. What? 17.2 is gone. Now, say if I have some info commercials, I would click those as well. Click, click. Oh, click. Oh, look at it. It took Telemundo off right there. Unless I didn't click that one originally, too. Okay, say we just clicked off 3 Telemundo shows. Now I'll click update lineup again. Okay, while that's doing that, let me show you the app. Like I said, the same thing with the app. If you don't want to, I'll show you this. Okay, I'm going to connect. Remember, it says edit Wi-Fi, connect, rescan, or add via. So we're going to connect. So it's retrieving my Tablo device, okay? And it's connected to it. But the TV just came back on again, so we'll go to the... Okay, now it's time to talk about the guts of Tablo and its device. Once I turn it on through the Roku, this is your main screen, okay? Again, and then pretty much when you open your app on your phone or your smart TV or your computer, it's pretty much going to say the same thing. You have your main boxes right here. Live TV recordings, prime time, TV shows, movies, sports, and schedules. So we're going to zoom this out a little bit. Now, all the channels I got. See, he was blinking because I have that on TV right now. Tell you what, you can be surprised what shows are on here. I'm still surprised how many different types of shows on there. Actually, a lot of old stuff, which is cool. But back onto it. That's actually, like I said, live TV. The only bad thing is if you're switching from one channel to another channel, like the man from Utah, it takes like about 6 seconds, 6 to 7 seconds for it to change over. Now, if you're coming from DirecTV or Dish Network, you'd have that instant gratification. But since this is free over there, see, I got to adjust my antenna more. But like I said, it's just temporary right now. I said about 6 seconds. Man from Utah. Okay, now let's back up. Now, say if we want to record a show. Down, oh, there's football on tonight at 2 p.m. Well, 2 p.m. afternoon. What I'll do is, okay, I want to record that. So, remember the buttons I said. You have your OK, this one, or this one. It's like I said, this is the Roku stick. I'd click OK. Now, like I said, now I can record the event or go to the show. Now, if this was on the live, you would hit go to show, but I'm going to record the event. I don't have to record the event, go to show, or options. But you see how it says in yellow up there, record? That means it's ready to record. Now, if I hit one options, I can record this a little bit earlier on time, or I can stop it earlier in time, or then flip side, stop it later, which I'd want to because all sport events always seems like they run over. We'll back out. Now, if you look at the guide, see how there's a yellow line underneath it? That means it's going to record it at 2 o'clock. Now back to your thing. Now you have, like I said, that's your device, whatever you want to call it. Your live TV. Your recordings. Now these are all the shows that I have recorded so far. I was playing around with it. Look at Buck Rogers, Air Fryer, Day Tripper. Have you ever seen Day Tripper? You're from Texas. It's on PBS. I've been watching it for about 2 or 3 years now. Great show. He spends a day in certain towns. In fact, he already hit Seguin, New Braunfels, and San Marcos. Deputy, like I said, that just started last week. Three Stooges, Texas Wildlife, Old Star Trek, Golden Ramsey, 24 Hours, Elephant Back, and Flintstones. Like I said, I haven't really added channels to it yet either, so those are the ones I've added. And what you can do is you can now, remember, we're still, back up, we're still recordings, right? I click it. Those are all TV shows that I recorded. These are recent shows that I've recorded. Go to the movies. I've got 2 movies recorded. I have Blockade and I have Three Stooges Goes Around the World. You see how the background picture? We'll talk about that later. Sports, if I had any sporting events, it'd be on here. So it's kind of organized. Prime time. And that means what it kind of means. It shows, it's prime time shows. They're on during prime time. And I can search for a show. I can go to channels. And that's cool. Oh, wow, that's even cooler. Like I said, we're learning here. I was on channel and I just hit this right button right here, and it would go to each channel. So that's cool. Like, say, Me TV is a really cool channel. Not your local, but look at all your old stuff. Andy Griffin, Columbo, Gomer Pyle, Green Acres, MASH, Honeymooners, Hogan Heroes. So that's everything on prime time tonight that'll be on. And I think it could be tonight or always on at late at night. Back out TV shows. Now this will go through all your TV shows. Well, right here, see if you look, TV shows. I move over one, and now I can say all. And that's all TV shows that you have. Say if your guide goes for 2 weeks, all the TV shows that are on for 2 weeks will be throughout here. You see how they have blocks, pictures. We'll talk about that more later. You might be disappointed. Or premiering. So basically any show that's their first showing, first run. So I guess that's the season premiere. Because I know that's been on for several years now. So I guess that's the season premiere. It's premiering. Outmatch, that's a brand new show. Station 19 is a brand new show. And 911 Lone Star. So that it's giving you a heads up. Hey, these are the new shows. So in fact, come spring and fall, when all the new shows come back on, you go to this and they'll show you them. So you don't have to kind of guess and look. Or channels, again. We'll back out of that. The movies. Okay, I guess that's all the movies that are going to be happening in a couple of weeks. We're going to just move over one. And it says I can search for movies. And there's over 300 movies happening in the next 2 weeks on live TV. This is so cool. Oh, back up, baby. And we'll go channels again and search for them. Or ratings. We'll go all, because it was something I saw that I wanted to look at. The Bat People. Wasn't that? Okay, I think I'm gonna record this one. So what we're gonna do is see if we find something we want to hit, watch. Same thing, TV and gonna be sports. I'm gonna hit OK. And then it'll say airings and it'll say more. Let's see if we go down, see what happens. Blackbeard. Oh, it comes on Sunday, January 19th. Well, that's cool. You can click more. And it's just giving you a description of more of what the show's about. Hit the back button. Airings. Okay. So we're going to, again, hit OK. Record movie. OK. So now that's scheduled to go. See, it doesn't come on for 7 days and 8 hours. Tell you what, like I said, this device just alone, you can live off it without even having a Sling TV or, oh, I just saw a John Wayne movie. Blue Steel. Sports, you can kind of figure it as sports, but it breaks it down in different categories. Oh, nope, don't exit. I exited, big dummy. Tablo, click. Scheduled. Again, this is all my shows that I've got scheduled. We got Gilligan Island. I remember watching that getting out of school every day. Beyond in afternoons. Okay. We're backing out of all that. If I hit exit, what happens? Well, I exit the whole thing. So I go back to that again. And like I said, I really like what this has. Go back to live TV. Okay, now the last thing I need to show you. Well, second to the last thing. You have a subscription, okay? Manage my subscription. Now, when you buy this, like it gives you 2 weeks of a subscription. Well, it says 28 days, so maybe they give you a month. Gives you 2 weeks, okay? Once that 2 weeks is over with, then you get the free stuff, unless you want to buy the subscription. Either way you go, you'll be happy with it. Because I'll show you here in a second. I'll show you the tablet of what the description is. Description. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, it says blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, a little bit blah, blah, blah. Okay, with the description. Sorry, I got a mention here. This is some of the cooler features. Where's my finger? Come on, finger. Okay, recordings, out of home streaming. Okay, so remember I said that if you want to go out someplace and you want to bring this with you, bring your tablet with you, your Ruco, and I don't know, go to a hotel or whatever, and you want to watch shows and you can stream it. Well, if you have the description, you can. If you don't, then you're not. You just have to watch it at home. Which is no biggie, you know, because then you can watch whatever foreign city you're in and watch their stuff. Or there's other ways as well, you know. But like I said, but with this device, you can stream it to every single room you have in your house. You don't have to have an antenna for every single room in your house. You just have to have a smart TV or some type of device that you can make your TV smart, i.e. Ruco or Fire TV or Xbox or PlayStation. You download the app. The next one is free commercial-free services. So I don't know how it's done yet. I haven't watched a show that I recorded, but well, you know what? Let's figure it out in a second. It says here, once your subscription runs over, you don't have no more fast forward through shows. So you don't have to watch commercials. So let's just see what this looks like with the commercial. Back up. It says I got recordings. Oh. Okay. Well, we know Day Tripper has commercials. That's PBS. That's how they get their funding. Well, besides out of our tax dollars. Let's click it and see what happens. If I go down, that means I got 2 of them on. Okay, well, let's click the first one. Watch. That took 2 seconds. That's not bad.
Real Texas barbecue.
I want barbecue. Well, I'm seeing a commercial unless this is part of it. Oh, maybe that's part of the. Maybe that's actual part of the show. I guess you can. Oh, check this out. I can click that, and you can go to different. So if you stop at a certain point, you want to go back to it. But that looks like a commercial. We shall see, won't we? I'll see by and by.
Still think Texas is flat, which only proves they've never been to West.
Oh, wait a minute.
They've never seen the towering giants rising up.
See what those look like. Oh, okay. So basically, it's not like a fast forward like a DVR on your cable. You click it, that's your box. You're seeing what you're playing.
A region of about 50 square miles, sitting in the middle of West Texas, with the heart residing proudly in the mountain town of Fort Davis. Now we've tripped this way.
Let's try this back button.
It's one of the tallest mountain ranges in Texas. The leftovers are the little pieces of... Y'all can green screen me into the top, right?
Sorry, I'm playing around. So
that's for sure.
This rewinds it like 15 seconds.
Over 7,000 feet.
See what the star does.
You know, over 1,000 higher than the city of Denver.
So your star is pretty much your closed captioning, auto tracks, default, volume mode. Oh, now I like this.
Take a moment to sort of stop and
volume mode. If you click it, it's level.
He said it. He said it.
It's for nighttime. The volume just went down. It says off. Leveling volume. It says volume leveling smooths out high and low sounds. So sometimes you got music that's really super loud, and your voice is all quiet. That levels it out. Whoa! I didn't do you. Okay.
Big enough to get. That's a big bear. Yeah,
I don't see no commercials, so I guess it does take the commercials out. Okay, oh, wait a minute. Oh, here we go. I don't know what I just did. Automatic skip commercials on. So we can turn that off if we want to. Or turn it on. And how I did that, I clicked the down button.
It's fun. It's always an adventure. You can only see the sky from here. You can't see anything beyond it. It looks like you.
So it skips commercials automatically for you. Without you got to fast forward. So if your subscription ran out, then you have commercials. But if you pay for the subscription, you won't have commercials. Okay? Now, one more thing. Let's back out of here. Another thing about the subscription. Okay, how do I just go completely? Okay. Live TV. Okay. Oh, there's two other things with description. If you don't have the description, you can only look at your TV guide for, I think, 24 hours. Okay. And see how smooth that is? And that's fast. And I said, all I can compare it to is DirecTV, and that's a lot faster than DirecTV. See how the TV guide was loading at the bottom for a second? Okay. You can only go 24 hours with Dennis and Menace. Oh, wow. Sorry, I got distracted. Hazel. Man, those bring back memories. I can imagine you old people actually seeing that live. But you see how you can go 24 hours without the subscription. So you can kind of pick and choose. If you have the subscription, you can go 2 weeks fast forward. So that's a big plus, especially if you want to look ahead of time to see what's on and whatnot. Now, also with the description, you see on the very top, you got pictures. Or, say if we go prime time, the rest of them, and you say it has the boxes of the pictures, according to Jim, American, All Rise, you know, it has pictures. If correct, they will not be there if you don't have the description. All will be is they'll have them listed according to Jim, America, All Rise. But, you know, they'll just have them listed down the paper. That you won't have these boxes. So, subscription would be a very, very nice thing to have. But if you don't want to buy it, then you're still not missing out because you got the guide. You can record stuff. There's a lot of good stuff to it for the free. And like I say, you got 2 weeks worth to play with it and see if you really want it or not. Now, prices on descriptions. Now, there it is right there. You can buy monthly for $5 a month. Or yearly is $50 a month. Or lifetime is $150. Now, the lifetime is not the lifetime. This is what's neat about this. The lifetime is not for this device. It is a lifetime that basically either you die or they go out of business. That's the lifetime. So say you have it for another 15 more years and they went to 3 different boxes. Well, you're still using the same antenna. You probably be updating your hard drive because technology will be even better. But say if you, down the road, 15 years from now, you buy 3 more devices, 3 more boxes, you know? Well, that subscription carries over to all those boxes. So that's not a bad deal. If you think about $150, it's not a bad deal. But like I said, it's your call if you want to get it or not. And what I like about this, now I haven't tested it yet. Let me go back to here. Now, I will be buying Sling TV. Like I say, you got Hulu Plus, Sling TV. There's other stream, YouTube TV, I think it is. Those will have your cable channels. Now, like Hulu, they have regular channels, but you only have so much cloud service and whatnot. Like I said, most of the stuff that you record, or at least for me wise, is always 4, 5, 12, CBS, NBC, Fox, ABC. Those are my channels where I suck up most of my juice at. So With this tear, I don't need a small drive. What I want cable, I miss cable for is Turner Classic Movie, Fox News, USA, and National Geographic or History Channel. Those are 5 that I want. Well, what I can do is I can buy Sling TV. It's $30 a month. And I know you're nickel and diamond, but if you figure like this, free TV, once you pay for everything, you're only paying Sling TV is $30 a month. And now what you do is they have their own TV guide, and their TV guide is pretty much like this, but they'll have your Tablo channels will be added into Sling TV. You open up an app on Sling and they add it all together, so it's one continuous TV guide. So that's another big plus about Sling. And I'm not sure about the other ones, but I'm sure they work as well. But like I said, if you're, I'll probably go Sling because that's the only 5 shows that I want, or it's Fox News and USA and maybe Sci-Fi Channel too. And they have them, like I said, for $30. So that's not a bad deal. Now, to do, like I said, to do all this stuff, you do have a startup fee buying stuff. So your choice is yours. When I get Sling, I'll bring that one up as well. Okay, your app. This is at the Apple Store. They have them at the Google Store as well, but I'm going to click them. Click that, like I said, and basically, once you had it running, now it's pretty much the same thing like you saw on the Roku. It's update and died because I went to do something else, but now if you look at it, this is what I think is cool about it. Dog fight, so I wonder what that's about. I'll click that button. Hit the start button.
Army aviators were highly skilled
now I'm watching
warriors
TV
of the Emperor.
On my tablet.
Military culture was extremely
and if I was paying my subscription fee, which we'll talk about that later, it would be take it wherever I want to go. Now,
in advancing the cause.
So pretty much, ooh, 19. Like I said, there's a lot of good shows over the antenna that you never knew about. Back in days, you'd think it's like 4, 5, 12, 29, PBS. Oh, sorry. NBC, CBS, Fox. Well, Fox came in later. You know, we only had, what, like 6 channels? And like I said, there's 30-something channels now. I like that. I like this app. And like I said, you can do this and watch it on here, or adjust things to fix the TV itself, and it'd follow to your Tablo device itself. The numbers for you. Remember, once you get it done, it's a startup fee that's going to get you first. But once you're done with it. If you really wanted to, over with cable. And you saw there's quite a few channels, a lot of selections. I ran the numbers, okay? Now, this is just for getting what I got, okay? Tablo was $200. The antenna was $90. The hard drive was $90. My subscription is $150. So basically, my total out of pocket originally is $530. It's quite a bit of money. But if you think like this, your average cable bill is $100. I'm not including, you know, most of them are a lot more than that, but the average of $100. In 5.5 months, it's paid off. It's completely done. Once 5.5 months are worth, you don't got to pay no more bills. You're done. Everything's free. Everything now is going in your pocket. And like I said, $530, you don't even have to spend that much. If you had to, if you wanted the dual, it's $110. Antenna, you might have one already, but if not, you can get one for $50. It all depends how big a one you got. But, you know, decent size one, $100 to $50. So we'll just say 50. Hard drive, $80 for a 2 terabyte one is probably about 75, or you might have going around. But let's just say you get those 3. Your only startup fee is $240. Sorry. You know, you don't need your membership. Say if you don't do your membership right now, your startup's only $240. So 2.5 months, you drop your cable bill, or you know, you drop your cable, drop your DirecTV, AT&T. Sucks. 2.5 months, it's paid. You're done. And everything else now is going to your pocket. So maybe you do that for 2.5 months. And then once that's paid off, your 3rd month, buy that subscription. So that pretty much is your cable bill. And again, after that, everything is in your pocket. And like I said, once that's paid off, like I said, I'll go with Sling TV for $30 for my internet, for my actual cable. You know, like I said, my 5 channels that I want, I'll pay $30 a month, and that's all I'll be paying. Besides taxes, stupid government taxes. Okay, well, that should be it. If you have any other questions, let me know. Hopefully I know it ran long, but it gives you information of, it's been taking me about 3 weeks to figure it out. So hopefully you get it and enjoy.